We are back. That Slaps Podcast, Episode 3. I'm Justin Boyd. I'm here with...
Jay freaking Pud.
And we're not going to waste any time. We're going to dive right into this next topic we're super excited to talk about. It's very, very relatable to everybody. And that is your biggest fear. Now, this was Jacob's idea, and I think it's a wonderful idea to talk about because anyone can relate to this. And, Jacob, I'm going to go ahead and talk about your biggest fear right now.
Well, this idea came about night after we recorded episode 2. I went home and me and my 2 roommates, Mike and Alex, just randomly started talking about this. And I was like, you know what? I'm stealing this idea. We're going to talk about it on the podcast. So that being said, I know that a lot of people have, like, fears for different things. They have, like, most animal they're most scared of.
Totally.
Like something like paranormal or just like something that's just like super random in the back of their head. They're like, fuck that, I'm out. So I mean, we can just start with animals. I was talking about this with them. I think the scariest animal on the planet is like those giant like anacondas you see in like the fucking like rainforest.
Totally.
Dude, so much no in that.
Does it help that there was a movie based off of that and it killed a whole bunch of people?
Well, yeah. But there's just something... Well, snakes... If I see a garden snake, I'm picking it up and I'm holding it. I'm looking at it. Because if they bite you, it's not going to hurt.
Right.
But, like, once those
I mean, coming from the guy who gets hit with a water bottle and bleeds, you never know if that's going to hurt you.
Listen. But if that thing's pushing 8 feet, you best believe I'm pooing my pants.
Big out. Big out. Yeah, I don't know. I'm not exactly scared of insects. Like, Austin is deathly terrified of wasps and bees.
It's hilarious.
I am not scared one bit.
No.
I actually sent him a Snapchat one day of me physically grabbing, like, with like my fingers, like there were tweezers, a nest. They got pissed. I took off inside, but...
He said, I ran like a little girl, but regardless.
I wasn't scared. Austin about ran over my mom. When we first moved into Eisenhower, we had this big, like, wooden chair, like, thing on the porch, and, like, you could get inside of it. Never been inside the thing, but I guarantee there was about 90 nests inside the thing. And there was, like, 6 that just came out. Austin took off. I was like, all that muscle. And you're just deathly terrified of a dime-sized insect.
Dude, I'll swing on a bee or a wasp. Totally. I don't give a shit.
Yeah, fuck no.
I got stung on the nipple, and guess what? It made me stronger. What's up?
He said, guess what? I got 3 nipples now, so whatever.
Kind of got infected, and I have a third
right?
nip. Whatever.
Almost died.
No, but, like, there's just something about just a snake. It'll just be chilling there. Well, and then... Next thing you know, it's wrapped around your fucking neck, killing you. But those things, they'll just snap any bone on your body.
Totally.
And then just squeeze the last breath out of you. It's pretty fascinating, and it's terrifying.
Just imagine your body, like, going through, like, a machine, like an operating machine.
Yeah.
And it just crushes every bone in your body. That's what an anaconda would do to you. Would squeeze the shit out of you.
Yeah.
Like, grab a thing of toothpaste and squeeze that bitch. That's your body with an anaconda.
Not the anaconda like Nicki Minaj singing that song.
So shout out. Wish you would actually hear this podcast, but you're not.
Promote it? I don't know,
might
but
DM
whatever.
You. You're on.
Yeah, but animal-wise, that's kind of mine. But the thing that we talk about the most is just like, kind of just like that one thing that like not everyone's scared of, or like just something super random. And mine's like the Slender Man. Like, I know, like, the lore behind that's he's, like, for little kids. But if I'm walking at night and I see a 11-foot-tall, lanky-ass dude standing under a streetlight, take me.
I'm out.
Take me.
Yeah, my biggest fear is heights.
Yeah, big time.
Literally, since I was a kid, I get up on ladders and I want to shit. Like, my butt cheeks tense up and they tingle. It's bad.
Dude, when we went to Chicago for your birthday and we were on the sky deck, at the Willis Tower.
Fuck that.
You were like, all of us were standing on it, no problem, and Justin's like, and like,
Dude.
I don't know which one of us was, but we like John. He grabbed you super quick, like he was gonna push you, and like you got heated.
Dude,
quick.
I was like, John, you grab me again, I'm putting you on the ground.
It was so funny.
Yeah.
I don't get scared by heights whatsoever. Like,
my recent job kind of it's helped me get over heights because I'm on ladders a lot.
Mhm.
So like, it's not as bad, but
ladder's nothing, dude.
for me, that sky deck, dude, you couldn't pay me $10 to go back on that bitch. Fuck that. So
Dude,
heights, I think it's also very common.
Yeah.
A lot of people don't like heights.
I just don't like really tall people, basically. It's what it comes
So
down
honestly,
to.
just at least 6 foot, fuck off, you know?
Dude, I remember we wrote, it was either in junior or senior year for an English class. We had to write, like, our own, like, scary story. And I was like, I'm going to write about the thing that terrifies me the most. And I wrote it about, like, Slender Man. I'm trying to think of, like, every detail, but basically it was, I wrote about some guy driving home late at night, getting off late at work or whatever, at a stoplight. Let's say it's 2 a.m. He looks to his left, boom. Slender Man holding a little girl's hand. He couldn't make out who the girl was, but it freaked him out, so he drove away. Pulls up to his driveway, looks up, there's a light on in his living room, and he just sees the shadow of both of them. Just boom. He's like, what in the fuck?
I'd be like, sweetheart, let me tell you something. Get out of that fucking house. I'm not coming in.
I am pissing right now.
Lock yourself in the closet. I am leaving town.
But then, dude, he's like, you know what? I'm gonna go see what this is, because obviously everyone does that in any horror movie. Opens the door, just sees the little girl, sees that it's his daughter that passed away 2 years prior. Turns around, Slender Man, yep, kills him.
That's deep. That honestly gave me the willies right now.
The story had a lot more detail, a lot
I
more
hope so.
context, but I got an
about
A
2
on
paragraphs worth.
it. It's about 6 sentences, but whatever. Yeah, you get the gist, though.
I do.
I scared myself.
Yes, Slenderman is pretty scary.
Dude, there's a Slenderman movie that came out today.
Today?
Yeah, I saw a commercial for it on YouTube. I was like, oh, they never advertised that.
I'm definitely trying to watch that.
Oh, yeah, I'm gonna go shit my pants.
So, like, getting deeper into the fear thing, this is, like, my biggest fear, like, emotionally, is being alone.
Mm-hmm.
Like, people can feel alone even if you have a ton of people around you.
Yeah, oh yeah.
It's
I
really
know.
weird. So, like, my biggest fear is being, like, 35, all my boys are moved on with families.
Mm-hmm.
I'm
Big
not.
time, yeah.
And, like, that just sucks. Because, obviously, when you get older, you're with people, and you don't have as much time to do
Mhm.
anything. So, it's like, being that odd man out is a scary feeling.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, I definitely.
So that's like
understand
that's one of my biggest fears too. I don't think that will be a problem for me.
Mhm.
But for fuck's sake, the luck I've been having the last 4 years, you never know, you know? You know?
He's crying right now.
But yeah, it's scary
Yeah.
for sure. What's your like emotional fear?
That's definitely up there. Or just like, never finding, like, never catching like a break, like, job wise, like never finding one that like I can make money off of. Because like with the associates I'm going to school for right now, I'm not going to find a job in it, nor do I care to, because I have lost complete interest in it.
Totally.
Mom, don't make me take classes anymore. I don't know. I just want to find a job that just I make like double what I make now, and I can just coast. Because I don't want to just be like living paycheck to paycheck like a fucking bum.
Yeah, that's also a fear of mine too.
Yeah.
You know.
Or just like, you know, one day like my dick falls off or something. Like that's just something.
See, I mean, if you want to get the nitty gritty of it, I'm pretty scared if I go blind. But no, I am.
I mean,
fuck that.
Okay, would you rather go blind or go deaf?
Deaf, dude.
Deaf, easy.
Throw me those hearing aids, I'm in. That adds some clarity to those ears, man. You could probably go deaf, get those things in your ears, and hear better than you did before.
And
blind?
That means you could use sign language, and that's dope.
Blind? You're fucked.
Hey, man, listen. Daredevil, the superhero, is blind, and he fights crime. So maybe you can take up crime fighting.
Massive exception.
Just
Besides
jump off
Daredevil.
rooftops and just learn karate, basically.
I got one of them down.
Would you rather lose your smell or taste?
That's tough.
That's another thing that I fear of losing.
I would go smell. I'm trying to taste
Yeah.
some food, dude.
Big time.
You know?
I have a general idea what some shit smells like.
Right.
So I'm like, that looks like it smells good.
Right.
Let's taste it.
Like, okay, bring me a cake shake. I don't care to smell that motherfucker. Give me that
Does
taste.
it even have a
bro.
smell?
Cake. Give me that taste, dude.
Dude, we haven't gone to Portillo's in a
been a minute.
pinch.
It's been Minioto, dude.
What?
It's been a Minioto. That's my language.
Oh, okay. Yeah, don't ever say
Understand it.
that. Understand it or get out!
Get out. You're like, okay. So you got a box of canes in front of you. You're telling me you want to smell the sauce opposed to tasting it?
Oh, I'm drinking
Absolutely
that
not.
shit. I've had it once, and I just will kill someone over that, honestly.
We got about an hour and a half drive to the closest one. I would not be opposed for a trip soon for that.
All right, we're cutting the podcast short. We're going to Kane. See ya.
Sorry, guys.
No. Like, I would either sight or smell. I mean, sorry. Hearing or smell. Get out. I don't care.
I'm not smelling shit anymore.
I'm not smelling shit. I wouldn't mind
intended,
not smelling
you know.
my own poop, you know?
So I actually would not mind never smelling my fucking farts again. So.
Dude, you know what, like, have you ever had, like, a reoccurring dream that's, like, been, like, super like, it's not, like, necessarily a nightmare,
Yep.
but it's, like, mad crazy?
Oh, yeah.
It's happened in different, like, scenarios, but it's always, like, the same context. Like, I'll be sitting at a red light, and then someone, just, like, another driver, just out of control, just head-on collision while I'm just sitting there going, like, 50, and I just get, like, mad fucked up. And I'm always in the dream, I'm always in the hospital, and, like, all of, like, you guys come and see me.
Wow.
And I've told this to so many people, like, I lose, like, the bottom half of my left leg somehow in the accident, and I have to get a prosthetic. Dude, I have that dream all the time.
Really?
I hope it doesn't.
You better keep your eye on a stop sign next time.
Dude,
stop light,
I know.
whatever. My dreams, like, this is obviously really common too, but like, in my dreams, I like fight people a lot, and I just don't pack a punch. it's like I throw, but like I miss everything.
Yeah.
I'm like, I'm a fucking pussy. Like, I'm like, I fight like a complete dweeb. I'm pissed. It's weird, man.
It's like being in a dream and like you're like trying to run and you can't, like,
Dude.
You're moving like slower than a snail.
Giving me the sweats, man.
Like, what's going on?
What is this?
Dude, have you ever had like like an actual dream where like whatever you're doing, it like your body like feels like it's happening?
Oh yeah.
I had one that I was flying one time over like on the, like, you know that highway right next to Crackle Barrel, like on the west side. I had it. Quackle Barrel, old school Mike. I had a dream that I flew over that, and like I don't know why over there, but I just did like back and forth, and then for some reason like I just fucking like just crashed and barreled in that like little cornfield. But dude, like I woke up, I was like, was I actually flying or what?
Did I just land? No, it's called lucid dreaming.
Yeah.
Like, dude, that happens all the time in my bed. Like, I'll be half asleep, and like I'll be dreaming that there's like people coming through my window. Dude, it fucking scares me, and I can't move. I'm like, oh my god.
Dude,
Fucks me
you
up.
just reminded me of a story that relates back to fears, ghosts. At me and Mike's old place on Tracy, that apartment, someone died in it. I don't know like how recent before we moved in, but there was a person that died in it, and he died in Mike's room. His name was John. So Mike comes to me like the next day after this happened. He said, dude, I had a fucking dream last night that, like, in my dream he was sleeping in his own bed, and someone, he couldn't tell who, but someone was like, who's that staring at you?
Oh.
And he's like, who? And they were like, John. And they'd point to his bathroom, and he'd wake up and look, and no one was there.
Oh,
And
shit.
it gave him the willies, dude. And another time, this is what like freaked me out. He had the same dream, but this is when we had our dog London. Same premise, same exact lines. Wakes up and London is just on his bed barking at his bathroom, just going ham sandwich. And Mike said like he's never been so scared in his life. And dude, when he told me that, dude, I had goose pimples
He's a goose poop, man. No,
but like
yeah,
in that apartment, I never experienced that, but like there was one time, I shit you not, I was there by myself. You know that noise that a metal coat hanger or whatever will like make if you like slide it on a bar? I kept hearing that in his room.
Oh,
dude, and my heart dropped. And of course I did like the one thing everyone does in a horror movie. I like inched closer to his room to check it out. There was no one there. But dude, I was like about to leave because I was so scared.
What would you have done if like you sat there and like someone came out and goes, "Where's my suit?"
Dude, you just gave me the fucking chills, man.
Oh, I'm gonna cry.
I'd be like,
Mike's like, "You all settled in, Jacob? But cool." You're like, "Yeah." I'm like, "All right, well, I haven't told you, but some guy died here a month ago. It's no big deal, though."
It's the exact spot your bed's. I'm like, dude.
Like, all right. Like, dude, I didn't sign the lease.
Just someone comes running out. Just, where the fuck's my...
Oh, my
just
God.
Like what?
Like, I don't know.
I gotta fucking know. What's the roommate to do? Do you want me to help you find
I'm
it?
a forced roommate. I don't know. I was kidnapped.
I just moved in like 2 days ago. Give me a fucking break.
Haven't even went grocery shopping yet. There's no food here. Dude,
fuck. Or
yeah,
like,
dude,
like wake, like say this, like you're in your bed, and you hear your door just creak open.
I feel like I do sometimes,
dude.
I jump up butt naked, dude,
and you just see barely see a black figure, just like standing, just stiff as shit in your doorway.
My cheeks are tingling so
dude,
hard right now.
My arm hair standing up.
Fuck.
And then like you just like blink and he's gone.
Dude,
I'm breaking that lease and moving the
big
fuck out.
time. I'm like, "Hey, Apartment Martin is fucking hard to get me out of here."
Young America, get fucked.
No, dude, like, I'll be sleeping and like, I like hear people talking like inside my living room.
Oh.
I'm butt naked. I'm like, all right, fuck this. Like, I jump up. I'm, like,
I'm
what's
butt
up?
naked, like I'm fucking you, ghost.
Like,
literally.
what's up? Nothing there. But like, it scares me to the point where like I can't go back to sleep. Like,
That's
I'm like
insane.
sweaty. Like my adrenaline's going. I'm like, oh my god, it sucks, dude. 'Cause it's like 4 a.m.
Yeah.
It scares the hell out of me,
Dude, one time, this is when we lived on Lee Street. I was upstairs. Mike was, I think he was home. And it was either Alex or Haley that lived upstairs with me. But anyways, I was going to go downstairs, get a midnight snack. I look out my window, like in that little extra room that was there, like that looks over the garage. I see on the corner, at the end corner of our block, a dude standing on it with like a goat skull mask on, just not moving.
That's some demon shit.
Dude, I was like, what the fuck? Like, I literally froze and I couldn't stop staring at it. I was just waiting for him to like turn at me and then me just get killed instantly. But I was like, dude, what the fuck? And I was like, fuck. I was like, they're asleep. I was like, I can't wake them up. 2 seconds later, someone from the other side is walking towards him with a camera. I was like, oh, thank Christ. But I was like, who is filming this shit at midnight?
Dude.
I was like, you know how many people you probably just scared shitless other than me?
Yeah.
Dude, I was losing my fucking mind, man. Like, I was so scared. I was like, what the fuck?
Like,
I was waiting for 10 more to come out.
Yeah. Like, doing the dishes, you're like, what the fuck is that?
Just, yeah, you throw the plate
at you. Plate war! Fucking start throwing.
Have you ever, like,
plates.
been anywhere to where, like, shit like that happens? Or, like you're in, like, a mad, sketchy situation, and then something happens, you're just like, fuck this, I'm out and run. Because I have.
Yes, so, this was, like, sophomore year in high school. Me and David Pilo were in the Evergreen Cemetery. It was, like, 11 at night, and we're, like, walking, super windy, like, you can hear the trees whistling, like, you can hear them creaking. It's creepy. The atmosphere is already fucked enough. We walk past this really tall tomb, and we see this white thing just rise. There were balloons.
Oh
Dude,
my god.
we fucking bolted.
Oh, dude,
I was straight Michael Cera super bad. I was like, dude, I was gone. Like, fuck that, man.
First of all, don't go in a cemetery when it's dark.
I get it, dude.
Second of all, fuck that amount.
This is what I'm saying. Live wild, you know?
Here's what I'm saying. Yep.
Live wild, die wild, you know what I mean?
I had to have been in 8th grade. It was either the summer after 8th grade or I was like in 8th grade. I was at a bonfire with one of my ex-girlfriends and I was young. They're like, this is on the west side, like right by O'Neill. There was like an abandoned, I'm just going to call it a warehouse. Like off in the like back distance, probably like half a mile away.
Yeah.
You had to like walk back there like through a field. Already a no-go for anybody that has a conscience. They're like, yeah, let's go on it. We can light fireworks back there. Because it was... Okay, it wasn't the summer because it was near 4th of July. That's why we had fireworks. We start walking back there, and we get on this trail. It's like a trail between two like things of really tall grass. And then they decided telling me, like, oh yeah, a bunch of homeless people live back here. I was like, oh, sick. We're going to get raped and murdered.
Tons of heroin needles back here. Watch your step.
So we start walking. It's probably about like 6 or 8 of us. And then we see this huge building. I'm like, yeah, we're going to go in there. I was like, no. So we walk in. As soon as we walk in, I check my corners like you're supposed to do. I see someone walk out on the other side.
No shit.
Dude, I was like, oh, fuck. I was like, you guys saw that, right? And they're like, yeah, it was probably a homeless person. I was like, yeah, that's why we should leave.
That's why I'm out.
I was like, just so fucking scared.
Dude.
And they're like, yeah. Everyone was like, yeah, we should probably, like, get out before, like, someone else, like, finds us. Or, like, the police or whatever. And then we're all leaving, and then we're like, where the hell is Cole? Cole, my buddy Cole Trickle. I don't know if you know who that is.
Yeah. Twin.
Nope.
Okay.
We see him, he's just lighting a huge strip of fireworks, or like firecrackers, and then just throws it, and this is a giant empty cement building, so of course
Loud
that
as
echoes,
hell, yeah.
like you're at 4th of July. So we just start darting back, like I don't think I ditched my ex-girlfriend, I was like, boom, and just dipped.
Fuck you, bitch!
Just ran faster than I ever could. We get back to the bonfire, then she throws this little thing of information at me. She said that when her older brother was like our age at the time, he snuck back there to smoke some cigs, walked in,
Rebel.
saw a dude hanging from the ceiling.
No way.
Yeah, from a noose. And like he fucking
Dude.
like was obviously petrified, went home, told parents, called the cops, and like they found the body, and like he had to like
way.
get on like medication. I think she did like medication to like help him sleep, and like he had to go through therapy and like all that shit. Like he was fucked up.
Dude.
I'd be fucked up.
Yeah. Like, okay, like poke it, be like, hello?
He's for sure dead, boys.
Is this fresh? Dude, that would... Like, a lot of people, like, that join the Army and the Marines, this and that, they're like, oh, I could see a dead body, I'd be fine. You don't understand what seeing a dead human, like, that's huge, man.
I see some kid get hurt at the skate park and my stomach starts hurting, man.
I see like a broken ankle, I'm like, ugh. Well, speaking of creepy stories, I mean, I guess this is technically still fear. Ghosts, whatever. If not, whatever. So, Soldiers and Sailors, it's an old...
Always wanted
orphanage.
to break into there for some reason. Okay.
Here's the story. Me, Austin, I don't know, a couple, 3 other guys, and some girl.
Yeah.
It was like a Saturday night. Austin, we were like 15, 16. Austin was like, dude, we're breaking in. I was like, count me in. They come scoop me up. Obviously, this place is owned. It's illegal. It's like
Big
trespassing.
time. Yeah.
And then the owner, I found out, lives next door. That could have been bad, but whatever. So, this kid, he's like, I've been here before. It's fucking creepy. Like, I was like, can you imagine? It's an orphanage from like 1910. Like, I don't know if it's that old, but... So we break the basement window.
Oh, so you did one of those numbers?
Big time.
Wow.
I step down, and I get my head in, I step down, and I'm sitting on a chair with like straps, like it holds someone down.
Fuck that.
I was like, fuck this. I'm like, going out. Like, god damn it. So I get down, I look around, walk out, upside down cross. I was like, you gotta be fucking kidding me. I was
He
like,
said, that is 2 strikes.
Already. Fuck, this is so bad. It's freezing cold down there. It was kind of cold anyway.
Yeah.
But it was freezing in there. So we're walking around, this and that, and I hear tick, tick. I was like, what the fuck? There's a working clock.
Oh, okay.
Literally ticking. But still creepy that it works. Like,
yeah.
the hell? These fucking battery's 60 years old. I'm like, someone's definitely telling time down here.
Someone's definitely on a timely manner down here.
So, we go walking, and we're all like huddled together. We're all creeped out. It's a really tall building, and so there's one staircase that leads all the way to the top. We're like, we're going to this bitch. We get about halfway there, and we hear scuffing, like someone sliding their feet across the floor. I was like, this is like strike 9.
I'm quaking.
Like, dude, it was bad. I was like, the cross fucked me. I was like, I already was out. This is creepy. And like, I don't know if it's like your mind playing tricks on you because like the atmosphere is already like haunting, you know?
Yeah.
But I definitely heard something. Like, it was almost like a guy couldn't walk and he was scuffing like his feet across the ground. I was like, let's scoot out of here.
Let's scoot and do it out of here.
We left, but
dude, have
that
you ever
was
seen
creepy.
Mama?
Oh yeah.
Imagine someone like you just like turn and just see someone
Dude.
just some skinny, sickly looking woman looks up at you and then like
Oh
over
my
to you,
God.
dude.
Oh, come on. My sack's tightened up right
He
now.
said, I'm been clenched for half an hour.
Fucked. Yeah. So that was fucked up. And I have another quick story for you.
Throw it at me.
This is really fucked up. So, you probably don't know this, but my dad actually has an older sister who died when she was like 5.
Did not know
Her
that.
name was Lori. And one day, my dad was a baby, and my grandma, obviously his mom, was walking my dad to the bus, walking her to the bus, and she had my dad, and she was holding her hand. It was winter out, it was real slippery. They're walking, and a car turns a corner and slides and hits her and pins her into the street pole, and it obviously kills her. That happened.
Wow.
So, she had a favorite dress. It was a blue polka dot dress. She was buried in it. My sister stays the night one time. Keep in mind, my sister has no clue what she was buried in.
Mm-hmm.
This was long before my sister was even a fucking gleam in my dad's eye. My sister wakes up in the middle of the night, wakes up my grandma. She goes, I saw Lori. My grandma, my grandma almost started crying. She's like, there's no way. She's like, yeah, she was standing in front of the TV with a polka dot dress.
Oh my God.
My grandma was like, are you kidding
Chills
me?
again.
And my sister's going to listen to this, and she's going to remember when that happened. Like, to this day, she swears she saw her, like...
That's so fucked up.
Yeah. Right?
Wow.
Dude, totally. That fucks me up, dude. I remember when she told me, I was like, I'm never going over that fucking house again.
That's a big time negatory for me.
big time.
Nothing like that's ever happened to me. Fucking...
Yeah, right? It's...
Wow.
So yeah, that's fucked up.
I think, that's enough scaring the shit out of me for today.
Yeah. This one was more of a storytelling.
Yeah,
But
this
that's fine.
one...
We can mix it up every week.
I may or may not lose sleep tonight, you know?
I may or may not sleep at all.
I think we're going to be cuddling up
I think
together
we're
tonight.
snuggling for sure later. Hit me up.
Big time. Well, I think we're just going to wrap this one up. That's it for episode number trace. Horror edition. What's
Horror
up?
edition, yeah. It's been an absolute blast. I think every week we're getting even more comfortable talking with each other. So we're hoping the quality is going up. Some weeks we're going to have comedy. It's going to be funny. And some weeks we're gonna give advice too. We're gonna talk about some maybe some problems that people have. Maybe it could help you along the way. Maybe you're in a situation and that current podcast is just what you need to get you through the week. We're gonna bounce between comedy and real life shit. So buckle up, and we're stoked to see you guys next week. I'm Justin Boyd.
I'm Jacob.
Keep it slapping.
Keep you fucking slapping, my G.